How bad does it look?
I'm not much good with a sword, but I'll do whatever Captain Darien asks of me.
Everyone's dead. Everyone. I have to get out of here. Get somewhere safe.
Keep watch. I won't be long. I lit the signal fire. Let's move on. Keep watch. I won't be long. I lit the signal fire. Let's move on. Keep watch. I won't be long.
Begone, Engolf! I did your bidding. The city is mine now!
You are still my creature, slave. I made you.
I devoured Camlord. All of Glenumbra will be mine!
Vain creature. The Lion God stands at your door. You have failed.
They are weak, and I will crush them. Camlord is mine!
You will see, beast. You will see.
You dare challenge me? Prepare to feel my wrath! The fire shall not destroy me again!
You did it. You killed Falchu. Yes, my friend, but you turned the tide. We had all but lost the war before you came and showed us the way to victory. My son may know more than me on that matter. My only guess is that they sought to break the Lion Guard, divide our forces and destroy us. If not for your intervention, they very well may have succeeded. Yes, throughout Glenumbra, the Lion Guard is spread thin. And without King Casimir's full support, I'm not sure if we'll be able to deal with it at all. Of course, if I had a few more like you, we might just have a chance. We rebuild. Of course, we still need to deal with Fal Chu's master. But tomorrow is another day, and we should relish this victory. Well, don't let me keep you. We both have things to do, and you should speak with my son.
Will this torment cease?
I didn't know Gloria was involved in all this. She does make wading through werewolves look pretty good, though, don't you think? Maybe she and I can get together later, share a bottle of wine, find a quiet corner where we can compare notes. I wanted to thank you, personally. We might have been able to retake Camlorn eventually, but it wouldn't have been quick, and it certainly wouldn't have been pretty. You saved lives, and that's not something I'll soon forget. I'm resigning from the Camlorn Guard. Never did like being stuck in one place for too long. Once this Angoff thing is finished, maybe I'll travel for a while, see exotic lands, exotic women, drink exotic wine. Oh, and cheese. I love cheese. And what are you going to do? Anyway, my job here is done. My father will take good care of the city. I'm not one for building things and making repairs. I don't even own a hammer. I'm sure I can be of more use somewhere else. First one to reach Angoff buys the first bottle of wine. But in all sincerity, thanks for helping us. You really are an inspiration, and I should know, seeing as I'm pretty inspirational myself.
Help me.
can't believe I lost... What a terrible idea this turned out to be. What was I thinking? My dream has turned into a nightmare. I wanted to start fresh in Daggerfall. I even have a name for my new shop. Garments by Odai. Has a nice ring, don't you think? Then, disaster. I cut through this pass and ran into wolves. I lost everything. I was in a hurry. I had an appointment I had to keep. Anyway, could you help me? I'm ruined without my sewing box, silken threads, and book of patterns. Gather them and meet me on the other side of the pass. I'll take the long way around. As long as I have the tools of my trade, I can make an honest living. A good tailor is welcome anywhere. Please, but do hurry. I worry that the wolves will chew up my book of patterns. I've made dresses and suits for nobles. Very elegant garments. The patterns in the book are priceless. Without them, my business is finished. I thought the pass was a shortcut. Get me closer to Daggerfall. I'm not really good with maps, though. I'm not anywhere near Daggerfall, am I? Oh, I should have listened to... Well, anyway, if you help me get my things, I'll stick to the main roads until I reach a safe settlement. Aldcroft sounds fine. I'm just anxious to get going. Fresh start and all that. Yes, well, I'm a spontaneous sort. Yes, spontaneous. Grab my tools and take to the road. Go where the moment takes me. I wanted a fresh start. Adventure. Excitement. I hadn't considered the wolves, though.
I don't suppose you've seen a frightened tailor wandering about. His name is Odai Philippe. I'm his wife, and I very much want to find him. That sounds like my sweet Odai. Kindest man in the world, but as helpless as a kitten. We spent the night at the Lion Guard camp nearby, and he must have wandered off. He sleepwalks sometimes. Odai's not used to rough living. Oh, I do hope he isn't frightened. Even deer tend to startle poor Odai. I was taking him to my mother's home in Wayrest. She just loves Odai to pieces. I can better concentrate on my job if I know Odai's safe. Oh, look, there he is now. Poor bedraggled darling. Thank you for helping him. I really will feel better once I get him safely to my mother's house. I just adore him so. I'd hate for anything to happen to him. I don't suppose you've seen a frightened tailor. Oh, look, there he is. There you are, my poor darling. You must have been sleepwalking again. You were gone when I woke up.
Yes, dear. Sleepwalking. Again.
Was my little cuddle bear frightened? You're safe now. I'll get you to my mother's. Have you snug as a bug in a rug in no time. And don't worry. I'll kill anyone or anything that gets in our way.
Yes, dear. I'm sure you will.
Well, that's enough excitement for one day. Come along, dearest. The sooner we get you to safety, the sooner I can get back to work. Don't forget to thank the kind stranger for helping you, dear.
Thanks, stranger. For nothing.
Stranger, blood of the forebears. Engolf's minions are relentless. We were working with the wizard Benelay. I lost track of her when the zombies attacked. Now I'm the only one left. These cultists are desecrating our dead. It's an affront to Tawaka. But my wounds slow my sword. Blood thorns desecrate the Lion Guard soldiers killed in the ruins. They raise them as zombies. If you use my sacred emblem, you can sanctify the corpses. That will prevent them from being raised as undead.
help me.
You return. Have Angof's minions fallen before your wrath? You've done good and holy work. Troubled souls must be put to rest, so they do not rise again. You have my thanks for taking care of this for me.
The blasted zombies just keep coming. I don't know how much longer we can hold out. I hope Gabriel finds something to help us sooner rather than later. Ah, you must be one of Vargos's new recruits. We could certainly use the help, if you're willing to throw in with us for a while. We've got a literal undead uprising on our hands. Our patrols meet them in the wilds, while our primary mage, Gabriel Benelay, searches for a magical relic that will turn the tide. But I'm concerned. A few of the patrols haven't returned. The Lion Guard doesn't usually look for outside help, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Do what you can to help any patrols you come across. And if you run into Mage Benelay, maybe you can help her out as well. Stendar bless you. I'll tell you what I can. In hindsight, I may have spread the patrols too thin. I sent them to patrol the grounds around the redoubt, to protect the Gaudet farm, and to guard the western ruins at Marovek's Folly. Wizard Benelay is here on behalf of the Mages Guild. She claims there's a relic in the ruins that will help us defeat Angof, but magic is so unpredictable. And, truth be told, Wizard Benelay can be easily distracted. Oh, I'd love to, but there's some kind of barrier protecting the crypts at Cathpedro. Unless Wizard Benelay can get us through that barrier, we can't get to Angof, and the undead will just keep coming.
Glad you came along. Thanks for the quick rescue.
I appreciate it.
Disgusting creatures. Thanks for dispatching them for me.
Thank you.
We have something important to discuss, but not here. Meet me at the Way Shrine near the Lion Guard redoubt. It's safer there.
Thank Kennereth I found you. You don't know how many people I have met have been torn apart by these cultists and their creatures.
I was with Wizard Benelay at the nearby Maravek's Folly, looking for an important relic. When the undead attacked us, we were forced to retreat, but the mage swore she was close to finding something. She did some magic thing and vanished. She said that a nearby crypt contained a relic we needed to defeat Angoff. I would have remained by her side, but she just disappeared. I told Commander Ailes what happened, and he said I should find you and let you know. The crypt's got to be somewhere near the ruins of Maravek's Folly. She kept a journal that she was constantly writing in. I'm sure it contains the location of the crypt. Our camp is west of the redoubt. Her journal is probably still there. Wizard Benelay is nice enough, but she's not very sensible. She barely looked up from her books and scrolls, even when the fighting got intense. Oh, she'd paused long enough to zap a zombie that wandered too close, but otherwise she was oblivious.
I hate meeting new people when I'm not at my best. Is my hair all right? Are my robes on straight? Commander Ailes? A good man, and a good soldier. But how did you find me? I did? I knew I left my journal somewhere. But I haven't told you the most exciting news. I found the Midnight Talisman. With it, we can punch a hole in Angoff's barrier at Cathbadro. We just need to recharge the beautiful little relic. Do you like the name? I thought it up myself. Sounds simply ominous, doesn't it? Anyhow, it's a Daedric relic used to manipulate Oblivion portals. If you know how, you can use the talisman to get past arcane barriers. And I know how. The talisman would be the key to defeating Angoff. If its power wasn't depleted. We need to recharge the talisman. Then we'll finally get our chance to deal with Angoff and take the battle to him. I have a ritual that can recharge the talisman and restore its power. There's an ancient weird site on the beach near here. We can use that as the focus for the ritual. I just need to rest for a bit. Then I can get myself there and still have enough power for the ritual. Here, take the talisman and head on down. I'll meet you there. You made it. No zombie bites or anything. I found an inscription in the crypt. It described the relic in remarkable detail. Apparently, the talisman can draw energy from the land itself. Ancient magic saturates this site. It's the perfect place to perform the ritual of recharging. I perform the ritual. You stand there and look heroic. Simple? Are you ready? Here goes nothing. It's done, but something's not right. That didn't seem right. The ritual worked, but something awful looked at me while I was channeling energy into the relic. I think there's something trapped inside the talisman. Whatever's inside the relic, it's certainly not friendly. We can try to dispel it using the weird revelation stone in the circle just up the beach. Put the talisman on the stone and kill whatever emerges. That will do the trick. Just getting down here tired me out more than it should have. I know you can handle whatever's inside the talisman. I'm pretty sure it's just a Banekin or a lesser scamp.
I see you, little mortal. I've guarded this talisman for untold centuries, and you hope to purge me from it? Never. I will personally send you back to Molag Bal.
You did it! Wings of Akatosh! What was that thing? Julianos, I was wrong about how powerful the thing in the talisman was. My apologies. Dremora? Oh, those are bad. Sorry. At least it's gone and we can use the talisman now. I have enough energy to open a portal for both of us to use. Are you ready to return to the redoubt? This is it. All our work has led to this. We're ready to confront Angoth and destroy him. Thanks to you, he won't be able to hide from us now. I told Sir Lannis what happened out there. You should introduce yourself when you get a chance.
Troubled times in Glenumbra, it seems. All I hear is bad news no matter where I turn. But the worst, as far as I'm concerned, is poor Crosswitch. The damned Red Rooks are what happened. They're trying to turn our town into their base of operations. They took over the mine and threaten or kill anyone who gets in their way. Tamian Sellen is organizing a resistance to take back Crosswitch. Perhaps, but these run-of-the-mill bandits are bleeding us dry. They're organized and dangerous. If you want to help, Find Tammy and Sellen at the inn. If you don't call attention to yourself, the Red Rooks will probably leave you alone.
I've got a lot to do here.
The great King Casimir sent us to stop Angoff. With the combined might of the dragons, the Lion Guard, and you, Angoff will surely fall. Well said. But we can't just rush after the villain. First off, Angoff's toxic mist protects the approach to Cath Badro. It rises from his vines and sickens anyone who breathes it in. The wizard Benelay believes you might be immune to its effects. We have to chance it. We don't have any other options. A squad of dragons succumbed to the mist before they could retreat. Then that idiot Darien led a few Camlorn soldiers on an ill-conceived rescue mission, and they were overcome as well. I hope the soldiers still live. That mist is deadly. And that fool from Camlorn, what was he thinking? He charged right into the mist after them. They couldn't have gotten too far into the graveyard. The poison mist acts fast. Hopefully, they stay together. Once you get them out of there, we can plan our attack against Angoff. With the city liberated from Falchu, some of the Camlord Guard came up this way looking for a fight. A noble named Darien was acting as their leader. He seemed very angry with Angoff. Something about werewolves. Arcade blind me if I know. When the king mentioned your name, the dog perked up and stuck with us all the way from Daggerfall. Looks like he's happy to see you.
I'm weakening.
We cannot resist much longer. They will break us. We cannot resist much longer. They will break us. We cannot resist much longer. We can't resist much longer. Soon we'll be forced to answer their call. Our masters were the ancient rulers of High Rock, at rest these many years. Now, Bloodthorn cultists have disturbed the burial mounds and stolen the ruling regalia from the tombs of our kings. We can't stop them. The Bloodthorn drain our wills. If you recover the regalia they stole and return it to the crypts, it will restore our leaders. They are strong spirits, and our joined wills can resist the cultists. I sense the regalia. It is still nearby. These Bloodthorn are nothing more than grave robbers. Take back the regalia they stole and return each item to its proper tomb. They hide the items in the groundskeeper's cottage, south of the burial mounds. To control our ancient kings, just as they try to control us. We were at peace, stranger, silent in watchful slumber. Then the screaming began. Not just in our minds, but in our souls. No, not us. At least not at first. They were loud, insistent voices, crying in our minds, screaming, "Submit, submit!" They broke our will and shattered our defenses. They want us to join them. They're servants of Molag Bal. They seek to conquer Glenumbra. Please stop them. We won't be able to resist the Bloodthorn much longer.
Don't kill me. I am not your enemy. Wait, I'm not your enemy. I'm hiding. I didn't know the Bloodthorns were going to desecrate this burial site. My ancestors are buried here. My great-great-grandfather appeared before me, demanded I atone for the desecration. If I don't, he said he'd haunt me. Forever. I made a mistake when I joined them. If I go back out there, they'll kill me. Please, help me appease my ancestors. The Bloodthorns stole sacred candles from the tombs. Retrieve them and light them at my family tombs so they know I still honor them. Look for the tombs of the Windvale Patriarch, Matriarch, and the Scion. They were very important in their time. I'd suggest honoring the Windvale Founder's tomb last. He was really angry, scared me witless when he just appeared out of nowhere. It seemed like a good idea at the time. I was never let in on any big secrets or plans, though. According to the Founder, I joined because I'm a shiftless idiot and a lazy, good-for-nothing slob. He really ripped into me. I'm going to do whatever I can to make up for my mistakes. I'll get out of here and go home to Daggerfall. Find something useful to do, maybe help my father at his tailor shop. I certainly won't be joining any other cults in the near future, not me. Because of Angoth, he seemed like the strong leader that Glenumbra so desperately needs. He can be very persuasive. I never thought about the harm we were doing until the ghost of my own ancestor confronted me. Of course I am. I'm so scared I can't think straight. That's why I'm begging for your mercy and your aid. When this is all over, I'm gonna run, north, east, anywhere my feet will take me. Look for the tombs of the Windvale Patriarch, Matriarch, and the Scion. They were very...
What's this? You're not my idiot descendant. You're not even a member of my family. You're placing the sacred candles instead of my worthless descendant? Has he no shame at all? I can see that. So he's afraid to face his former comrades? He should fear the wrath of the angry dead more. Still, he has made an effort, of a sort. Return to Harald. Tell him to renounce the cult and continue to make amends, or he'll suffer the vengeance of the dead. Now go. I wish to return to my rest.
What did great-grandfather tell you? Am I back in good graces? I renounced the cult and promised to honor my ancestors, but from a much safer distance. I'll make my way out of here. Maybe go to Daggerfall or start a new life somewhere else. No more cults for me, not even benign ones.
I suffer eternal dishonor for failing my lady, the Emerald Princess. I am no longer worthy of the post I hold. She was our beloved ruler, a queen with martial skills and unsurpassed beauty. Her shield, the green aegis, protected her in battle. It was the symbol of our undying loyalty to her.
Once more, the green aegis defends its lady's resting place.
I have failed in my duty. I could not defend the trophies of the Supreme Hunter, the Ivory Lord. My lord was a hunter. He stalked dangerous game from Skyrim to Valenwood. No beast could elude him, no target could evade his arrow. It took many assassins to lay him low.
Once more, the Ivory Lord's tusk defends his treasures.
I failed to protect the regalia of my exalted lord, the Golden Prince. He was a ruler of great wealth and renown. He brought trade and prosperity to High Rock. The prince's power was in his vast reserves of gold, the balm that soothes all tempers.
Once more, the pride of the Golden Prince protects his treasures.
I was too weak to protect the tomb of my lord, the Iron Son of High Rock. He was a mighty ruler of ancient Camlorn. His powerful blade of sky-fallen iron forged a mighty dynasty. In war and peace, he ruled by the sword.
Once again, the Iron King's flame will burn those who try to steal his blade. Sheathe your weapon. I may be dead, but I am not your enemy. Mortal, know that I am Donel Dellen, once King of Daggerfall. Your deeds have not gone unnoticed, and I thank you for your help. However, the danger has not passed. These necromancers plan to enslave us and turn us against our descendants. Sheathe your weapon, mortal. Know the Bloodthorn no longer desecrate our tombs, but our faithful knights are still at risk. The grave robbers use soul-twisting sorcery to enslave them. Slay these Bloodthorn cultists. Rescue the spirits they are trying to enslave. To my great sorrow, Sir Grandin has already heeded their evil call. Find his tomb to the east and destroy him. When that is done, find me on the Monument Hill. Slay the Bloodthorns. Break their hold over our servants. Our servants have been loyal and true. Such commitment must not be repaid with slavery. Sir Grandin was a great hero of High Rock. Standing alone in the pass to Stormhaven, he turned back the raging Nord invaders. As the first spirit to fall to the Bloodthorns, he will be a fearsome opponent.
dreams have ended, and I can think again. I must attend to my lords.
At long last, my thoughts are once again my own, thanks to you. Thank you, champion. Your help is greatly appreciated.
You return. My brother and sister monarchs await word of your success. We knew you could defeat the Bloodthorn cultists, and now the time has come. Please remain and bear witness. Without your aid, we'd be slaves, forced by the Bloodthorns to smite our own descendants. Even kings may bend a knee to those they honor. Release us to our final rest. Have we your leave to depart? Have we your leave to depart? Farewell, mortal. Your actions this day shall prove a decisive blow to the Bloodthorn cult and their evil master.
Well, look who's here. I should have known you'd be making Angolf's life miserable. Camlorn wasn't enough for you, eh? Say, these mists are poisonous. Why aren't you affected? I wish I knew. I didn't think. I just rushed in to help the Dragon Knights. My guards started gasping and falling to the ground, just like the Knights. But not me. These are the only survivors. But I don't think they'll last much longer. The mist is thicker toward the gate. They won't survive passing through it again. But the mist doesn't seem to affect the necromancers. Those amulets must protect them. Kill a few, take their amulets, and give them to the Knights. Better grab a couple of extras just in case anyone shows up while you're gone. I'll stay here and defend the Knights from any wandering undead.
These soldiers won't last much longer, and I don't have enough magic to extend my ward to protect them. Darian told me about the amulets. Did you get them? With any luck, they'll work like the talisman you're carrying. Perfect. Thank you. I'll put them on the wounded knights, and Darian can lead them to safety. Do you have any more? I might be able to use them to clear the mist. If I merge them and cast an amplification spell, I can increase the size of my protection ward. If I can get to a central point and hold the spell long enough, our troops will be able to get in. You just need to defend me while I do it. Good. Meet me at the center of the graveyard. When Angolf notices what I'm doing, he's bound to send someone to stop me. If they interrupt me while I'm casting, the spell will fail, and that won't be good. quickly now, before Angoff knows we're here. Are you ready to begin? Remember that I can't defend myself while I'm performing the ritual. You have to protect me. Stay close. You need to keep them off me until I finish. Stay close. You have to keep them away from me until I complete the ritual. Get inside before anything else tries to stop us. That takes care of the mist, but who knows for how long. Let's not waste this opportunity. The time to strike at Angoff has arrived. This next bit is critical. I've seen what you can do, so I know you're up to it. Besides, we'd never have made it this far if not for you. You won't be able to just walk into Angoff's parlor and challenge him to a duel. He has minions. His kind always has minions. But don't let that stop you. We've come too far not to try to finish this. I'll follow you as soon as the soldiers get here. Oh, even better. Take this binding stone. Find a secure location inside the catacombs and use it to call me to you. I'll even bring some of the soldiers with me. Some of the dead were protected by wards designed to prevent desecration. Look for a tomb with these wards and use the stone there. That should be safe enough for my purposes. Good. You found the perfect spot for... Wait, where are the others? Yes, Sir Lannis and his knights volunteered to come with me. But I only see Dame Alexine. There must have been too many of us for the Binding Stone. This isn't good. The other knights could have been scattered throughout the crypts. Good. But listen, there's only one way to get out of these crypts. You have to kill Angoff. I don't have any other way to deal with his various protections and defenses now that I'm down here. He dies, or we never leave. Those are our choices.
Fancy meeting you here. Tavern, I said. Meet me in a tavern. There's no ale down here. Just zombies and tentacles. And where are the serving wenches? You promised me serving wenches. Oh well, at least your timing is perfect. Dear Gabrielle's spell seems to have misfired. Luckily, a few of us were able to find each other. I also convinced the Bloodthorn cultist to tell me how to reach Angoff. I can be very persuasive when I put my mind to it. 3 locks protect Angoff's inner sanctum. I doubt that even you can get in there by simply knocking. You need 3 shard keys to open the locks. They're well guarded, so you're gonna have to kill a few things to get them. I wish I could aid you, but I'm needed here. Lannis is good with a sword, but I'm better. I'll protect the survivors. Let Lannis know if you run into anyone else. I don't know exactly, but the Bloodthorn cultist told me about the Guardians. Watch out for a summoned creature, an impassable trap, and a warrior spirit bound to Angoff's service. All I know is that Angoff drew on the collected power of his cultists to summon the creature. I hear that it's more plant than beast. And of course, it's terrible to behold. Actually, I couldn't get anything out of the cultist about the trap. Sorry, you're on your own with that one. It seems that when Angoff first came to power, a certain knight took offense and tried to kill him. Angoff captured the knight's spirit and bound it to serve him. I understand he's extremely powerful and not at all happy about the situation.
Wizard Benelay said you'd gotten inside and were hunting Angoff. We wanted to help, but I hope we haven't done more harm than good. We met Wizard Benelay outside. She said you'd use a binding stone to call us. Then suddenly we were down here in the dark and surrounded by a horde of undead. The rest of the contingent must be somewhere nearby. My best guess? Deeper inside the catacombs. If you find any knights, send them this way. I'll hold the passage with this overconfident fool and his crazy friend. When they aren't flirting, they both fight like a whole platoon of orcs.
That spirit. His gaze, so hard and cold. He won't stop looking at me. He looks right through me. Why? Why am I so cold? They're here? That's great news. I'll go find them in a moment. But be careful around this spirit. I think he's cursed me already. My mind is blue and cold. You are the one who wishes to destroy my master. I know what you seek. I would tell you if I could, but instead I must thwart you. The Shard Key is bound to my spirit, as surely as I am bound to guard it. But I wonder, will you listen to a riddle? A useful riddle? What cannot be said directly may be hinted at. Listen then. Rot and death are Angof's guise. Living flesh holds his demise. I must release the shard to the one who brings me what the living flesh beyond this crypt holds. I cannot say directly, only through riddle. Seek what differs in the next room. Take what the living flesh holds, then unbind me with it. You come to destroy my master? I know what you seek. I would tell you a simple riddle, yet you already have the answer in your possession. That rune you hold is the key to releasing me. The living flesh holds the riddle answer no longer. Yes, but take care what you say. The words must be repeated exactly as written. Ah, it's done! Thanks, Stendar. Here, take the Shard Key. I am free to ascend at last. Destroy Angof. Avenge me and the others that have fallen victim to his crimes.
By the eight, never creep up on a person, you're likely to get beheaded. You must be Wizard Benelay's friend. You're the mad fool who went into the catacombs ahead of us, aren't you? By the way, did the other knights make it? That binding spell seemed to throw me a bit short of the mark. I'll head out as soon as I see a clear path. A word of warning, though. The lurcher in the chamber ahead is extremely tough. I'd keep it away from the totems surrounding it if you plan to challenge it.
Stay back. This area's trapped. Don't get caught like I did. I've been watching to see how it works. The trap has guardians. They're the key to disarming it, I believe. After each trap fires, there's a brief moment when you can disarm it. During this moment, you have to defeat its guardian. It's the only way. So, I'm not the only one left? That's good to hear. I'm pretty exhausted, but I'll see if I can find them after I rest up for a few moments. You're right. I'll tell Sir Lannis and the others that you found us. Be on your guard, friend. Angol. Stay back. You're right.
We'll do what we can to help. Just stay away from his vines.
So you are the vain fool who seeks to plague Lenumbra from my grasp. After I kill you, I shall raise you up and make you my slave. You and your friends will all die.
Get to the light, before his magic destroys you. Before his magic destroys you.
After I kill you, I shall raise you up and make you my slave. You and your flames will all die.
Get to the light, before his magic destroys you. Before his magic destroys you. You did it! Now hurry. Through the portal you go. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? All right, maybe fun isn't the right word, but you were glorious. Angoff is finally dead. We can't thank you enough for what you've done. The others have all collapsed in their tents. They're exhausted, but I wanted to welcome you back. And Sir Lannis wants to talk to you. He's telling the Lion Guard commander what happened. Who knows? Maybe he wants to give you a medal or something. Well, go on. We'll be fine. I promise.
The king will be grateful for what we've done here. Some of Angoff's minions are still running loose, but it's nothing we can't handle. Maybe things will finally return to normal now. Without Angoff's magic, hopefully the vines will wither and die. If not, I'm sure the Mages Guild can conjure up a spell to clear them away. I'm not too concerned about them. Yes, but I can't put my finger on it. We've heard rumblings that things up north aren't looking any better. Not necessarily vines and such, but there are whispers of other things out there that we need to be concerned about. I hear there's trouble in Koglin Village. Something bad is happening up there. But don't worry about that right now. We just saved the people of Glenumbra. We should be celebrating. Now, where did I put it? The king set aside this armor for the champion who defeated Angof. It was a treasure of Daggerfall, and now it belongs to you. It's your reward for all you've done for this land and its people. May luck follow you wherever you go.
Sir! Sir, They took him, sir. The captain... They came at night. We couldn't. We were returning from Daggerfall when our caravan was attacked. Bretons fighting with Daedra at their side. Killed most of us, but the captain, They took the captain. Stormhaven. Ruins. Near the border. They took him there.
Maybe I'll go back out on the road. Darian and I used to get ourselves into a lot of trouble. I've sort of missed it.
Well now, wasn't that fun? I'd fight alongside you anytime. But I'd rather carouse. You do carouse, don't you?
Regret the day I ever involved myself with these Red Rook bastards. By the 8, this ends here. We could use the help. These damned Red Rooks. They destroyed my town and now they're trying to take over Crosswitch. I made a vow. I will have my revenge. I'm going to rally the people of Crosswitch to take back their town. Townsfolk are scared. If they stick their necks out, they end up as slaves in the mines. Or worse. We need the support of the town council. The few that haven't been dragged off to the mines need to show the people how to stand up to these curs. We need the support of the town council. Without them, the rest of the townsfolk will be too afraid to fight back. Of course, I'll answer what I can. Sternus Gelves. He's the real threat. Without him, the Red Rooks are just disorganized thugs looking for pockets to pick and purses to snatch. It was his idea to take over Crosswitch. He's building an empire here. The most prominent of the remaining counselors are Counselors Virgil, Donella, and Theodore. Look for them around town and convince them to help us, or we're finished before we even get started. About what you'd expect. It weighs on me. That's why I made my way to Crosswitch. I think I can help the people here.
Did you hear that someone purged the corruption from the Weird Tree?
Someone has to stand up to these Red Rook villains! Did you meet with Tamian Sellen? He's got the right idea. Time to take back this town. The Red Rook and forces have threatened, extorted, or beaten us at every turn. They claim it's for our own protection, but they just want our gold. They're not even honest about their thievery. I say it's time to fight back. That's what I wanted to hear. If you stand up to those greedy bastards, it will show the rest of the town that we can take back Crosswitch. are you? Another Red Rook dog barking for its masters? I've got bad news for you, Hound. I'm fed up. Whatever you want, the answer is no. Oh? Well, why didn't you say so? The Red Rooks took over my mine. They're forcing the miners to work until they drop. You want to stop the Red Rooks? How about running them through with a sword? That'd be damn useful. Not sure I entirely trust that young fellow. But standing around doing nothing doesn't sit well with me either. I'm not much use in a battle, but I can spread the word. We'll raise an army to deal with these Red Rooks. Let Selen know I'm with him. We'll stick a hot poker in the backside of that pompous Sternus Gelves and the rest of his beef-witted Red Rooks.
They killed Isif. They gave Gelves everything he demanded to keep the townsfolk safe, even surrendered his own house. They killed Isif anyway. Our beloved mayor. They killed him in cold blood. Weren't you listening? They killed him. First they ran the watch out of town. Then they took over our businesses. Now they murdered the mayor. They extort, threaten, and murder to their heart's content. And no one can stop them. Are you mad? Everyone who tried is either dead or enslaved in the mines. We can't win. The Red Rooks are too powerful. I just lost my best friend. I don't want to lose anyone else. You didn't even know him. No, you're right. Isif wasn't a soldier, but he was a strategist. He was trying to work around these bastards. The least I can do is continue what he started. I'll do whatever Selen asks. You'll die for interfering with the Red Rooks!
Blessed Mara, why is this happening? What did we do to deserve this trouble? You better go. They'll be back at any moment to demand more gold from me. Are you mad? Selen wants the people to rise up and fight. That would be suicide. Still, the Red Rooks harass me every day, demanding more and more gold. Oh no, I think I hear them now. You probably think I'm just foolish, imagining Red Rooks around every corner. But those nasty bandits are rude, greedy, and dangerous. I don't want to end up poor and destitute. Your willingness to help shames me. You're right. I must be strong if we are ever to feel safe again. I'll find a way to help you and Selen. I can spread the word that we're going to fight back.
can't thank you enough.
Flank now!
I thought I was done for.
I owe you one. Did you teach those Red Rooks a lesson? I don't know what happened to us. We're mountain folk and miners. We shouldn't be so easily cowed. You've given us back our courage. Thank you.
Fate has been unkind.
I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is that the people have begun to rally around the idea of resisting the Red Rooks. The bad news is the Red Rooks have taken notice. This is just the thing we need to inspire the people. Now the Resistance can get to work on getting rid of the Red Rooks. Anyone who stands up to Sternus Gelves ends up in the Crosswitch mines. He works his prisoners to death down there. We need to close the mines and take that resource away from the Red Rooks. The Red Rooks took control of the mines when they arrived. They worked the miners night and day. And they also use the mines as a prison for anyone who causes trouble. Counselor Leah, Smith Suriel, and Len the Innkeeper were all sent into the mines. That would be perfect. If you can free Len, Suriel, and Counselor Leah, the entire town will gain confidence. Let them know we're organizing. Maybe help some of the miners as well. Then meet me behind the inn when you're finished. Talk to any miners you can get close to without arousing suspicion. Let them know we're organizing. Or just kill the Red Rooks in the mine. Miners will try to escape if you clear a path for them. Your actions will raise the town's morale, I'm sure of it. I heard you spoke to Marenter Gent. That means we'll soon have more strong hands to help us oust these black-hearted rogues.
I'm getting out of here.
Work builds character, they say.
I'm getting out of here.
Selen's organizing a revolt. I'm in. The Red Rooks will pay for what they've done here.
I'm quite busy, can't you see?
To the side!
I'm getting out of here.
I'm getting out of here.
I'm getting out of here.
Selon's got a good plan. I'll go help him. I'm getting out of here.
Move! From the sides! I'm getting out of here.
I was on my way to tell Selen I'd join him when the Red Rooks captured me. It's time to finish what I started.
Ring the bell. Is there a cave-in? You! Get away from that bell!
I've heard your praises from a number of rescued miners. Well done. Blaze? Dead? That's good news. I've sent some of the miners to Counselor Virgile to recover. As soon as they're able, they'll return to the mine and clear out the rest of the Red Rooks. Well done, my friend. It's time. The people of Crosswich have taken up arms and are ready to retake their town. But first, Sternus Gelvs must die. He's taken over the mayor's house. Since the resistance started, he never leaves the place. You'll have to fight through his personal guards to reach him. Fortunately, you'll have some help, if you want. The resistance has grown thanks to you. If you want help, use this whistle in front of the mayor's house. Anyone nearby will come to help. Find me when Gelvs is finished. Meanwhile, we'll start removing the rooks out here. We've got them on edge.
For Crosswich! For Crosswich!
My guards, but you can't defeat me.
Thanks to your efforts, order and peace are restored. Crosswich will be back to normal in no time. At last, Sternus Gelvs has paid for his crimes against Crosswich, Eaglesbrook, and my family. This town and I owe you for that. Thanks to your efforts, at last.
Time for me to head back to the mine. We'll take care of any Red Rooks stupid enough to stick around.
We need to make plans. This sort of thing must never happen to Crosswitch again.
Perhaps I could help you with that.
I was rather hoping you'd say that. Come, we should get started right away.
All Crosswitch is talking about you. The Red Rooks are on the run. If they try to stop, we'll chase them right out of town.
There's an urgent task for you. Well met, comrade. I have an urgent message from the Guildmaster.
Get those idiots selling their rusty...
The mines at Crosswich are invaluable.
Get those idiots selling their rusty
Red
swords.
Rooks tried to take control of the place.
Can't you see I'm busy?
The guild has need of you, comrade. Comrade, a word.
Where has her ladyship? Good day to you. Have you come at the summons of her ladyship? Lady Laurent, a Daggerfall noble who collects ancient artifacts. She's come to the tombs in search of lost treasures. I only hope she hasn't gotten into trouble again. Well, supper is nearly ready. It's not like her ladyship to be late for dinner, especially when she asked me to open a bottle of her finest wine. Do you suppose something unpleasant might have befallen her in the tomb?
You've come to the tomb for treasure, of course. Everyone does. In life, I was the royal seneschal of King Anton of Daggerfall. I died in this tomb along with my king. His Majesty's bones have turned to dust, but I remain. Perhaps we can help each other. One favor for another. A noble with delusions of treasure hunting entered the tomb earlier. I can help you find the vault she seeks. In return, you shall help me. Let's make sure you actually have the skills I require before we discuss that. I want to see how you deal with the traps my former liege put in place. Go, speak to the lady. We shall talk more later.
Ah, another adventurer. Of course you know who I am. I'm famous, as you know. When it comes to ancient artifacts, no one in Glenumbra has more expertise than I do. Ah, excellent. My other assistant has been... well, I suppose the technical term is consumed. I told her not to get so close to that giant lizard. Anyway, I could use your help. I'm going to recover the legendary jeweled crown of Anton. Well, as soon as we can get into the locked vault. I understand the place is filthy with traps and undead creatures. You see where I'm going with this, don't you? Ah, you do understand. 4 keys open the vault. The keys of flames, blades, strife, and crowns. 3 of the keys are hidden in this tomb. I have the 4th key. It's an heirloom. Been in my family for generations. Take it, and get the other keys.
A king must tend to each of the bright flames of his kingdom equally. A king must use tactics and strategy, never risking his kingdom with reckless actions. A king must be neither too close nor too distant from those who serve his kingdom. With blade, a king defeats his enemies. In flames, a kingdom is forged. You have passed the trial of kings. The vault shall open. Approach the vault. I will speak to you there. I helped you get this far, so return the favor and free me from this prison. I can't enter the vault, so listen well. There are 2 crowns inside, but you may take only one. One is King Anton's jeweled crown. The other bears the curse that binds me here. I want you to take the cursed crown. No, your soul is already trapped elsewhere. But if anyone else touches it, they will be bound here. They will take my place, and I will be free. Greed and cowardice have a price. She craves this tomb's treasures, but she wants you to take the risks. I would consider this justice.
You made it. Well done. Did you get the crown? That's it. The jeweled crown of Anton. Why, you are quite the capable dungeon delver. Please, place the crown on the table so that I can gaze upon its majesty. Stibbins, could you come and put this lovely crown away, please?
Of course, my lady.
Oh dear. I seem to be dead. How very inconvenient.
I feel drawn to this place now. Bound to it somehow.
I'm free! Now what? I only know how to be a servant. How pathetic.
Stibbins, are you all right?
Of course, my lady. Let me just put this away for you. There we are, my lady. Safe and sound. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
This crown is quite a marvel. But why is Stibbins acting so strangely? No doubt it's all this open air. He's not cut out for adventuring. I'm sure that's it.
Well?
What?